Fishing Too Real here. We're going to try something new today, something that I've never tried before. I'm going to try to do a self-challenge. What I want to do is I actually want to dig up some grubs. When I dig up these grubs, what I'm going to be doing is going in my garden, digging up the grubs, and then as I dig them up, I'm going to see if I can actually use these grubs to catch fish today. I'm already set up. You can see that is my bucket. I'm going to be putting the grubs in. Pretty much that's what we're going to be doing, and see what happens. Stay tuned. Alright, so I will be cleaning out this garden as well. So as you see, these are the pole beans that were around, so I'll be taking those up. I got some carrots here, the last of the carrots. I've already taken them up from here and here. The last of the cucumbers. Got some bell peppers over there. This is my jalapeno plant. I think it's still producing jalapenos. If I can find one real quick. Yeah, there we go. There's one right there. One right there. A few there. Just trying to keep it watered as well since it is growing. Got a couple bell peppers there. 1, 2, 3. One yellow one there. Should have been take that off. And then these tomatoes, they're not even producing anymore. I get some little ones like that, but other than that, I don't know if you can see that, but this little one right here. But I'll be doing some cleaning out. That's why I said I'll probably find some grubs in here. If I find the grubs, then that's what we'll be fishing today. And then as I'm fishing, I'll also be trying some artificial lures if I can. You know, just try to keep my skills up as best as possible. So we'll get to it. One thing I know I will probably find some grubs is over by the tomatoes. That's a lot of shade, a lot of warmth and wetness over there, or coolness, should I say. So that's really where I want to aim and get to, but definitely gonna have to get all this out. So we will be fishing later, but only problem is when we go fishing, it might be a little hot. So I wanted to get some grubs before I just went out there with some artificials. If I was going fishing, it's probably about 8 o'clock right now, I'd be out there. We're just gonna go to Southside Lions Park as well. So Southside Lions Park is the place that we'll be going. It's not too far away from here. Just a little park for kids to learn how to fish. They call it a neighborhood park, Texas Wildlife Park Department. So we'll just see what we got. But like I said, cleaning out the garden as well as looking for grubs. If I don't find anything, I'll probably just start digging around and see what I can find, but most of the time it'll probably be under that tomato plant. These pole beans, they've been dead for a little while. I actually let them die for a little while so I can easily get these off this string a lot easier. So they're a lot easier to break. Try to avoid cutting it because I don't want to cut this. I'll probably be growing some next year. If you're interested in me showing everybody how I garden, please drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe. Definitely will show this. I enjoy gardening in my spare time, and like the outdoors, like I said. So stay tuned, and we'll keep at this until we find some grubs. Looks like there aren't any under the pole beans. So let's go over here. and everything might be too dead. So what I might end up doing is actually just digging up some different areas instead of just the areas what I'm pulling up. But once again, I'm pretty sure that that's the best place I'm gonna find what I need. Will probably more than likely be over by the tomatoes. Tomatoes look like a very promising area. Like I said, it's shaded, keeps the ground moist. Keeping that ground moist will allow the bugs or the worms and the grubs to stay there longer. So good country. And I think these are the squirrels eating the leftovers of these cucumbers. A lot of these cucumbers have been opened up some way or another. Yeah, and got some pretty nice sized cucumbers, but closer to the end of the summer when it was getting hot, they weren't producing right. They were getting big, but just didn't have the right taste. So definitely gonna do that next year if we can. But definitely next spot, ground's nice and ground is really soft, so that's another thing that we want to look for. Some good soft ground. Soft ground is what we really need. Something real soft. I don't know if there's any grubs out here. I'm just looking. Might end up at Southside Lines throwing lures. You never know, but I figured why not give it a shot. Alright, I'm also going to be taking out a lot of the grass that's in here as well. So, something like this. Get up under it. Search continues. You probably wonder, well, why don't you just dig that? Well, those are my carrots. Don't want to actually dig them up there. They got a little more growing to do. Up. A roly-poly grub. Okay. So, I want the bigger one of these. If you can see that. Definitely want the bigger version of these. But that's one. And I'll take it. For now. So, put that in there. Oh, surprised I even saw that. Throw dirt in That's a little one. Well, that's number one. Oh, I got the other one. Definitely a rock. There's one. There's more. Keep working. Find some more. Found one. Good size one. That's what we're looking for right there. Fat, juicy grub. Big, juicy grub. That's one. Hopefully we can find another. You see I'm sweating, so I'm working pretty hard out here. So we'll see what we can find. Looks like we're going to have our day of a short fishing, but we're going to be fishing. That's all that matters. Alright, so we did what we said we were going to do. I don't know if you can see them down in there. We got grubs. Got quite a few grubs actually. Kind of went hard when my other camera died, so it's a nice juicy fat one right there. That's one. Another nice fat one. Two. A little small one. That's three. Another little small one. That one's four. Now, I don't know. Can't really tell and see them in here, but there were some small worms in here. Very small worms. From what I've been told when I was... Oh, there's another grub. That's five. There's little small worms in here called wigglers. Or people call them wigglers. See if I can find one. Basically, what a lot of old fishermen used to do, older fishermen, they would use wigglers. It's kind of like a chum, especially in freshwater. And I think this is grub number 6 here. I think that's grub number 6. Oh, and there's a wiggler right there. So they're little bitty worms, but when you first catch them, when you first get them, they just wiggle a lot. So I'll be throwing those out. There's another one. They're real small worms, real small worms. Really small worms. So I said, I was been told that they're called wigglers. And that's how they get caught, because they wiggle a ton. You get them, and look what I just found in the bucket. That was one right there. Pretty sure that was one. Yep, right there. Yeah. I wish I could show you how much they wiggle when you first dig them up. And when I mean they wiggle, they wiggle. Okay. And there's one right there. And they wiggle. They just get to wiggling. See if I can get this one and keep it wiggling. Yeah. That's why I call them wigglers. They just wiggle. They don't really crawl when you catch them, or they get dug up. They wiggle just like that. That's why I call them wigglers. But you put that in the water and it starts wiggling on its way down, that will get a fish or two active. So that's why we got the wigglers today. Just some natural bait, something. Didn't have to go out and buy today or catch, as far as going out with a throwing net or anything like that. Just wanted to get out here and clean the garden, and as well get some bait. So no more wigglers in there, I don't think. So got our bait. We'll be taking this cup. I'm gonna try to cover it, put it in a bag or something, so if it does tip over or fall, we won't have a mess in the truck. So stay tuned, and we'll be catching some fish soon. Well, we have arrived to the destination. This is Challange Park, and we are coming up to the water in front of us. So the lake is bigger than this. There's parking spaces all the way around. You can actually park on the other side of it. So, but this is actually my favorite spot. I don't always catch fish here, but it is a stocked lake. So when the fish are all caught, they're all caught, and they restock it periodically. It was every 2 weeks for a while, but I don't know if they've gotten back to that yet. So I did forget my rod holder at home, so might have to use a tree on it. See if you see that spout that's over there right there. That's actually, helps to oxygenate the water, keep the fish that they do stock in here alive. But right now, today, what we're gonna be targeting is catfish and possibly some bass, and possibly some small perch. The Grubs, looks like somebody was using a crawfish, but they got all kinds of bait out here. I saw a little flicker right there. That's a good sign, but we'll go ahead and start fishing. I see some little minnows on the top of the water, so that's a good sign for a good spot. So we'll go ahead and get started, see what we can catch. Stay tuned. So this is the area. You can't see right now, but when I walk over there, you'll be able to see it. This is the spot. So I'll show you when we get closer to the area that we'll be fishing. Basically what this river is, it's like, I guess what you call runoff water. Overflow water from some South Challange Park, which is that way, and we'll be walking this way. It's just runoff water. There's the little one. Alright. So I'm actually gonna thread this on. Instead of doing what I've been doing, might be how I've been missing fish. Go ahead and thread it on just like that. This is the difference maker. First fish on the board. Little guy. Little guy. Been chosen. It'd be best actually to probably have a bobber around here. There's a lot of moss on the bottom. A lot of moss. I'm gonna try to get it a little deeper than right here. Get it right. Oh man. Get my last grub on. Low hanging. Trees. Got caught in one already, so don't really want to get caught in anymore, but it was a nice little splash that we had there. I might have too much weight on here for the grub. It's going straight down to the bottom, and what it's supposed to do is actually slowly sink down and get the fish attention. Since it is white, you're supposed to put it on a bobber, but so I might have to do that really quick. Get this weight off here, because the weight's definitely having it go straight to the bottom. I tried to do a little finesse rig, but that didn't work out, so option 2. Or no options. We don't have any more bait. That's what it looks like. We don't have any more bait. Oh yeah. What a hog. A little deformed though. Look at that. First cast over there. Off that. What's going on with his back, and he got bit when it was smaller, but nice fish. Nice fish.
This is what I was talking about, these pools. These pools where this river that's back here. Plenty of them. You just have to find the fish in them. Plenty of pools, and I'm not gonna catch anything with it looking like that. Fix that. Oops. And once again, I do have my drag nice and loose, just so I can, you know, have a little fight. On to the next spot. See if we can catch. See if we can find another little pool I can get to out of this area. There's a grass up here. I'm dying now because of the heat.